Hey, Ace on Knives. My name's Rich with AOK Product Reviews. If you watch my videos, you know I love coffee and bourbon and beer and apple juice. Yeah. Today I want to talk about QSP knives. It's a snowy Saturday morning. Again, it's crazy. Spring is fighting us. It doesn't want to come. Oh well. I tried out this table last night and I liked it. Maybe I'll sit down and relax and do more videos this way. But it's Saturday and I just feel like chilling out. So I have 3 QSP knives. The first one I bought was the Penguin. This has been a really good knife. I love it. Everybody else loves it too, so it makes sense. But when I got it, I was like, and I really like the blue jean micarta for some reason. It's like this light blue. It reminds me of those faded jeans you wore back in the 80s. So I was like, I gotta get another one. Man. So I got the Parrot. And the Parrot has a really nice drop point, whereas the Penguin has a Warncliffe. Very slicey blade. These are just, they're really good knives, guys. QSP kicks butt. Yeah. So then I was like, I need to get something a little more aggressive. So I went with the Hawk. And the Hawk has a flipper, thumb studs, kind of a weird drop point with this nice jimping ledge up here, which is kind of nice. It's sharp. I went with the brown micarta on this one instead of the denim, and I'm glad I did. Liner lock like the rest. Now, these all have like D2 steel, which I like. I like D2 steel. We've talked about in the past. I'm not going to get into steels. It's a good steel. Let me tell you a little bit about that steel. It was developed back World War II to make dies. And if you know anything about machining, dies are they're the bits or the tools used to cut and sharpen and mill out other metals. So that tells you right there, it's strong, you know, and it withstands a lot of toughness. It's good steel, guys. It really is. It's been tested since World War II. That's what they used to make dies to make our stuff for the war in World War II. Last I checked, we won. Okay, so now I'm looking for another QSP knife. 2 of them probably. And I'm going to get them for next week. So I'm going to get the QSP Osprey. So right now, I don't see how you don't have these in your collection, to be honest with you. You know, you just need to get them. That was not a request. That was an order. So, I'm looking at these knives. I don't know what to get. The Snipe. See, I like knife brands that are smart enough to name their blades after wildlife. That's simple genius, is what that is. They jumped the first hurdle, which was just naming the knife, not giving it letters and numbers. In the military, we call that nomenclatures. You know, so some knife brands don't even do that. They just call it a knife. Buy our knife. Product number, knife. Blade style, knife. Come on, guys. It's 2023. Everybody knows how to market. Everybody. We got kids doing TikTok in their bedrooms at the age of 9, marketing better than you guys. Come on. All right. I'm not going to be an angry guy. Ooh, the raven. So the osprey, the snipe, the raven. So that's 3 more birds. Once again, we're shopping together. I love shopping. I'm going to start a new channel called Redneck Shopper. Now, I'm not really a redneck, though. Blue collar shopper. Country boy shopping. Something. Fat guy on Amazon. Yeah, that's the good one. Okay, so they got a fixed blade. So I got a buddy. Old buddy from Houston. Luis Hernandez. He's my boy. We used to work for the same company, and he came up to Indiana to help us with our warehouse for a week, and he and I just hit it off. We were best buds. Went to the Colts game, everything. Good times. And he hit me up and said, I'm looking for a fixed blade for self-defense. Ace on knives. What do you got? So I gave him a couple options, and I think he might take it. I threw because it was self-defense, not a hunting bushcraft kind of knife, so I threw there's a Civivi knife, the Tamashi or something like that. I think he's going to like that knife a lot. He had a buddy trying to talk him into an Essie, and Essie knives are really great fixed blades. So, I mean, they're just a little more expensive. So I was trying to keep them down under $70 if I could. But then I found a killer Essie with micarta scales for $70, and he probably should think about that too. Hey, I'm jumping in real quick on this video here that I'm talking about because I forgot to talk about a good story with me and Lewis and another buddy from work, Joe Locks. We went to a Colts football game. Oh, and Brett Gover. So there was 4 of us, and I think there was somebody else maybe too. But so we go to the Colts football game, and we have a blast, right? So Lewis is up from Houston. He got to see the Texans play. We made sure we got him to a Texans game because he's Houston Texan. Lewis is. So we decided to go, I forget the name of the bar we went to, but we went to a bar, and it was more like a restaurant bar, but I don't know. So we're in there, and this was a while ago. So this was back when I used to scrap a little bit and get in some trouble where I wasn't scared of trouble. We're sitting at our table, and there's this guy mean mugging me, looking over at us, and he looked kind of rough, I guess, but I don't know. And he had a big table of people, and we had a medium-sized table of people. And I got tired of him mean mugging me, so I said, guys, I'm going to go to the bathroom, and I'll be right back. I walk to the bathroom, and I make sure I pass this guy that's mean mugging. I bump his chair. I go to the bathroom, so this guy must have thought he was a tough guy. He comes into the bathroom. I didn't know he was behind me. I'm peeing in the urinal, and I hear the door open, and there's my buddy Joe. And then I'm like, there's that guy. I'm like, ooh, we're going to get down right here in the bathroom. Nothing happens though. It's kind of weird. And then if I recall, Lewis was on his way to the bathroom as well. He might want to correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's how it went. So I'm passing Lewis. I'm like, what is going on, guys? And Lewis is like, well, the guy followed you in, so we're going to make sure that you didn't get jumped. And I'm like, that's looking out. That's how me and Lewis became tight. And Joe. Me and Joe were already tight because he's an Indiana boy. We work together and we're boys. But Lewis was fresh from Houston. And he was ready to rumble. Yeah. I kind of wanted to see Lewis show us how it's done in Houston, up here in Indiana. So we go back, sit at the table. That dude's still kind of mugging me. I go to the table. I go, guys, stay here. I'm going to go over there and talk to this guy. They looked at me like I was crazy. I mean, this was pretty much a business out. We're Colts game, dining, whatever. I think we had a customer with us, but the customer didn't care because he was a wild guy. Well, the customer was Brett and Joe. Yeah. Man, my memory stinks. So I go over to the table, I slide a chair over, and I'm real polite. I go, hey, I can see we got a problem, the two of us. He looks at me and goes, like, oh, do we, kind of thing. I think he was missing a tooth. That should have been an indicator right there that I should have just said, hey, I'm sorry, you're missing a tooth. I gotta go. If the dude's missing a tooth, there's a reason he's missing a tooth. It could be a good reason or it could be a bad, but I think it's bad. So I'm talking to the student and I just go, listen, man, let's not involve our friends. Let's, me and you. And I'm talking real quiet, real calm. Guys, pay attention. If you're ever in a situation and you're kind of thinking, oh man, I might have gotten in too deep, do this. Be real calm. Because when you're calm, they think you're crazy. When you're yelling from the trees and you're doing this, you're putting on a show, they know that you're puffing your chest. You're doing the puffer fish. So I don't do the puffer fish, even though I look like a puffer fish. No. I do the shark. I come in and I go, how about me and you? And there was like an alley. You could see the alley from the windows in the restaurant kind of thing, because it's downtown Indy. And I go, how about me and you? We'll go out in that alley right there. And we can go further back. I mean, I'm like telling him this. We can go further back, out of sight of the window, or we can do it right in the window and let our friends watch. And we'll go over there in that alley and we'll take care of this, me and you. We can do that. Or, so now this guy, I'm giving him an out. I'm giving myself an out. I didn't really want to fight this guy because he looked pretty rough. But I suppose I looked pretty rough at the time too. You know, I get tattoos and whatever. So I go, let's just me and you. We'll go out there. We'll dance. We'll do a little dance. And then we can come back in and drink. Or you can sit here with your friends and drink. I'll sit over there with my friends and drink. And we'll just have a good evening and not get dirty. You know? Not wrestle. It's up to you, man. I go, but I don't want to play this game in this restaurant. You mean mugging me bumping you, all this. Let's stop all that and do one of two things. I go, what's your choice, man? I go, my choice is to sit with my friends, drink, have a good evening, not go to jail, not hurt somebody, not get hurt. What's your choice? He said, my choice is your choice. Well said. Gave him one of those. Went back to the table. Lewis looked at me and goes, you're a crazy white boy. I go, not really. I just spoke, you know. And Lewis goes, no, you're nuts. You're crazy. There's something wrong with you. And he loved it. Because Louis, my boy, he was like, that's my kind of guy. That's Houston streets, is what he was thinking, I think. I don't know. I don't know what he was thinking. But I think it was that. My boy Joey Locks was like, because he's like a professional, straight-laced, quiet guy, but he loves to get wild. You can tell. His eyes were lighting up, man. He was in the bathroom. He was like getting jittery. He was ready to rock and roll. He was ready to throw some knuckles. And then our boy Brett Govert, he looks like, I don't know, man. He looks like straight-laced, white-collar kind of dude. And he was ready to fire it up. And I learned another side of Brett Govert that day, and that was fun. What a good time. Yeah, jumped in, gave me a long story on that. That was fun. And that's how you get into a fight without getting into a fight. It's a little of that psychology Fighting Psychology 101 by Ace on Knives. You gotta just be quiet crazy. And maybe every once in a while, do that. You know, and get a little twitch. Find a twitch. While you're talking really quiet crazy, go. Yeah, he'll see that. That person will see that and they'll go. He'll look at his buddy. Did that guy twitch? See? And I'll be going, yeah, we could just go outside and we could wrestle a little bit, or we can just drink our beer. Yeah, that's what I did. Nobody behind me saw that. My table, they were like, they thought I was just talking to the guy, inviting him to the next game or something. No, I'm over there twitching, giving him crazy psychology 101 fighting. Guys, I'm going back to the video. Deuces.